Hey guys, it's Infamous Robbie 123, and today I'm going to be going over how to kill Crota in the new Crota's End raid. Crota being the last boss, obviously. He is pretty tough, and you're going to need a good team, a well-adjusted team that knows what they're doing and is up to level to beat Crota. But most importantly, on the level side of things, your sword bearer has to be a 31 or above. I don't think it's even possible to kill Crota without at least 131. Or without at least a 31 or 32 holding the sword. And if you have a 32, even more damage on him, I mean, you're going to kill him even quicker. It's going to be super easy. I mean, there's not many 32s out there. I think there's only one at this point in time when I'm making this video. But, I mean, further on, as more people get 32, Crota's going to be just become easier and easier to kill. And, so yeah, let's start this up. First of all, to summon Crota, your whole team is going to have to stand around the crystal where the Death Singer is in the phase before this. It's pretty obvious, it's just a big glowing green crystal. And then your whole team stands there, and then you immediately get a debuff called Presence of Crota. And basically what this does is deactivates health regen, which is, it can be super annoying, but at this point in time, there is actually an exploit or a glitch to get rid of Presence of Crota. There's two ways. One is kind of more annoying than the other, but one way that my team has done for the past couple of runs, we have killed ourselves, or we killed all the Acolytes and Knights in the beginning of the battle. Yeah, the Acolytes and Knights will spawn on both left and right side of the crystal. But yeah, you kill yourself after you leave one Knight alive, and then a Sun Singer that has self-resurrect on resurrects as the blackout timer goes on, like the 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you respawn. He activates it at like when the timer starts, and when you respawn and he revives everybody, you will not have Presence of Crota. So your whole team will be able to regenerate health, and it is super useful just not to have to worry about the Chalice of Light. And going over the Chalice of Light, which is probably the first thing you're going to want to pick up if you don't want to do that glitch. The Chalice of Light basically enables one person at a time to to have health regen, and the way you can also get rid of the Presence of Crota is you can split the Chalice of Light between multiple people. So basically, whoever's holding the Chalice of Light does a countdown, 3, 2, 1, and on 1, everybody in your fire team grabs it, and it should, if you do it successfully, it should split it between multiple members of your fire team. And if it doesn't split between all of them, I mean, don't worry. And if you want to execute this very well, once the ogres come, after he rotates to the right and then to the left, you can get into the back, in the middle, like down in the pit kind of area. If you've been in the boss room, you know what I mean, and in the gameplay in the background, you will see what I mean. There's kind of like a where you come into the area when you first start the Death Singer phase. There's like a little area down there with like a puddle. That's a good place to get your congregate your fire team and try to split the Chalice of Light. And then moving on to, if you like the battle itself, there's going to be sword bearers that spawn, and these sword bearers, obviously when you kill them, they drop the Sword of Crota. And then once he drops it, someone is going to have to go and pick it up, preferably somebody that has experience with it. But I mean, if your team is starting off fresh and nobody has really had much of experience trying to kill Crota, just have somebody that's above level 30 grab the sword. And what the sword carrier is going to want to do is there's these two lanes, like this upper level where there's these two lanes where Crota like rotates around, kind of. It's hard to explain, but you'll see when you go into the arena yourself, or if you see in the background gameplay. There's like a rock to the left where the main platform where Crota will be most of the time. There's a rock where you can jump on top of, and you're immune to thralls because they can't jump up on there. And Crota will not. You'll be protected from Crota also. And then as the sword bearer is running up to the rock, he will cue the whole fire team to basically shoot rockets at Crota and drop his shield. And once Crota drops his shield, he will kneel down and be vulnerable to the Sword of Crota. And nothing else can damage him. No bullets or rockets or anything can damage Crota other than the sword. And that is the main gist of the battle. But in terms of fire team placement, you're going to want to have 2 snipers on left, preferably with icebreakers, so that you can take out the boomers in the top 2 windows on left and right, and the knights that spawn from those those balcony areas, those windows, there will be knights that jump onto the bridge, and if you don't kill them, they might kill the sword bearer when he is attacking Crota. So you're gonna have to take those out quick. And the boomers will shoot at the sword bearer also, so that's why you're gonna want to take those out. There's going to be 2 people sniping them, like I said, and then the rest of your fire team will be down in that pit area where you spawn in for the Death Singer, and they'll be staying down there, and one person is going to have to run up like to the middle area and lure in the sword bearer into like that pit, and everybody else is going to have to shoot the sword bearer. And also, one more thing, you're going to want someone, if someone's a Titan, you're going to want them to run flash grenades on the Striker Titan skill tree, and the reason for this is because the sword bearer might run away, so if you have a flash grenade, it's going to be super helpful in keeping the sword bearer down there so that your 4 people in your fire team can kill him quickly. And you're going to want to make sure that Crota is in the middle area before you kill him, because it's harder to attack Crota if he's on left or right, and with each sword, the sword bearer should be getting at least 4 hits in, or else Crota is going to go enraged before you can kill him. And when he gets enraged, Oversoul comes up. Oh, I forgot to speak about Oversoul. Oversoul summons, Crota summons Oversoul when someone on your fire team dies. And it's pretty easy to kill if you have a sufficient number of icebreakers in your game, or in your fire team. Just shoot it with the icebreaker. It goes down fairly quick. You should have no problem in killing Oversoul. No reason to waste your heavy or anything. Just use a primary or an icebreaker or anything. It really doesn't matter. But yeah, Crota will summon Oversoul like not even when people die, he'll just like summon it like every 30 seconds when he's enraged. Ogres will come, he won't be kneeled down for as long, so it's basically a automatic wipe when he gets enraged. That's why you want to kill him fast so that he doesn't get enraged. And then if your sword bearer gets like 4 hits in every single time, you can take him down within 2 swords, but you have to have a very skilled sword bearer. And your team has to be extremely coordinated, and it's very difficult to do. I think the run we had, our first run, I think we took him down in 4 swords, which basically means like you have to at least hit him 2 times every like go, or like 4 times in total, because you usually get like 2 hits. Crota usually kneels down twice per sword if your fire team is fast enough. All in all, this is easier said than done. Executing the kill on Crota can be very difficult for some teams, but this is one of the things where practice really does make perfect. When your team, if you have a consistent fire team that is just practicing every week and trying to get like a really good strategy down, you'll be able to kill Crota very easily after a few tries and a few kills. And getting used to the sword is another thing. You have to have a good sword bearer to kill Crota, because that really is the biggest role within this fight. And finally, in terms of drops, from what I've seen, Crota always drops a raid weapon. As of now, with only the normal mode accessible to players in Destiny, the hard mode will be coming out later. I think within a month it should be out. I might be wrong about that though. And the primaries will drop from the hard mode raid, which will be very awesome. I really want to get my hands on some of those primaries when the hard mode does drop. I'm very excited for that. And additionally, Crota can also drop the raid helmet. I have seen it drop from Crota, and he can drop exotics, which is very awesome. One of my fire team members actually got a Yellowhorn our last run, which is just amazing. Yellowhorn, and it was a new Yellowhorn with a 331 attack. It's so amazing, that gun. So yeah, that is going to wrap up my guide on how to kill Crota. Hope you guys have good luck in killing him, and hope we have good luck with the drops from Crota, and I'll see you guys in another Destiny video.